Hey everyone! So in today's video, I am doing something that I told myself at the beginning of the gardening season I wasn't going to do. And that is I am expanding my garden, but just a little bit beyond the deck that it's currently on. So we have two balconies at our place. One in the front, which I'm not on, that faces west where the garden is. And then this one I'm currently sitting on, which is in the back and faces east. So a few reasons why I like to keep my garden contained is, one, other people live here, so I want to save some outdoor space for family and friends to just come and sit and hang out. And two is that just in terms of maintenance, I function a lot better when everything's all contained in one area. For example, with my houseplants, they're all essentially in one room, and as soon as I move one out of the room where the other ones are, I forget about it, and sometimes they die. But I do have some plants that I don't think there's a really good space for in the garden, but I also can't bring myself to get rid of them. Now, some plants I am giving away to some friends and a local school, but some I do want to keep. So what I think I'm going to do is just plant some random grow bags on this back deck. I'm not going to set up a drip or anything. I'm going to keep it kind of low maintenance, much lower maintenance than I would in the actual garden. And I think that's going to be the best course of action to still have those plants growing, but not feel like I don't have a space and they're just kind of sitting in the middle of the garden. So what I'm going to do now is I'll show you just the back deck really quick so you can see what it's like back here. Then I'll take you up front and we'll get the plants that I'm going to move back here. So this is the back deck. Again, a pretty good size, but I want to get more furniture up here for more than just 3 people to sit at. I have been storing kind of my excess gardening supplies just to keep the garden a bit tidier. So I've been storing them here. I have some extra grow bags, tomato cages, a random broom, these 2 trellises, which I need to figure out what I'm going to do with. And then I also do have a hose hook up here as well. So the plan will be to get the kind of rogue plants moved over here and just get like maybe some along the wall. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to put them yet, but now let me go show you which plants I am going to move. Back in the garden now, and over here is some of the plants that I don't have space for now. So we have gomphrena, zinnia, and sunflower seedlings. I think the sunflowers I'm going to keep. Most of the gomphrena I'm going to give away. I might still keep a couple zinnias and give the rest away as well. But these 2 lavender plants I do want to save. I was originally going to plant them in, I think was it one of these front containers, and then I realized I wanted something different up there, but I do still want to have a bunch of lavender to dry and just in the garden in general. So these 2 I'm going to move, some of these seedlings over here as well, and a few other plants. Now, this is my other flower box of morning glory. I would love to have it on this side of the garden. I just don't think logistically there's really any place that's going to work. But the trellises that were on the other deck will go in here. This bag of gomphrena is just kind of random, so I'm going to move that over. Don't think, no, everything else there is good. So the last thing is going to be this sunflower, which I threw in, I think this is a 10-gallon grow bag, so it takes up a lot of space that I don't really have in the garden over here. So a couple grow bags, flower box of morning glory, and then some seedlings. So I'm going to get those moved over right now. So here's everything that I moved over. I have 2 empty containers here. I'm probably going to do the basil plant, because I forgot to mention I do have an extra basil plant in the white container. 1 or 2 lavender in the black one. I feel like 1 is already all I would need, but I have 2. And I'm going to figure out probably grow bags for the zinnias and sunflowers. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start planting. So I've made a mess, but I think everything is planted. Let me start over in this corner here. So this corner, actually this wall gets the most sun throughout the day, so I thought that'd be a good spot for my sunflowers. So I used grow bags, and even though I should probably only put one in each, going with the theme of planting things too close together, I have 2 chocolate cherry sunflowers there with a tiny little bamboo to see if that will keep them staked if I need it. And then I have 2 Moulin Rouge sunflowers. This bag already had the sunflower in it, and I added the 2 zinnias, which will get about 2 to 3 feet. I'll probably again regret planting them all in one, but that's where they're going for now. Here is the bag of gomphrena. So the gomphrena was already in here. I just moved the bag over to the deck. I plopped the basil right here next to this chair. I don't know if all this stuff's going to stay where it is, but this is where it is for now. Got some garbage here. So the lavender plant is here. Now I did end up putting each lavender in its own container, going against the theme of shoving things too close together, because since they're perennials, hopefully they survive the winter, I do want to have them separate just in case I want to replant them somewhere else next year. So this one I planted in this just large nursery container. Here I have the morning glory with the 2 trellises. I think that'll look, and back up a bit here, I think that'll look pretty kind of coming out, and they're either deep purple or light blue, so I think that'll complement the blue of the cushions. Here, I don't think I mentioned this, but I have been taking my variegated string of hearts plants outside to try to get them to turn a bit more pink with the sunlight. So 2 years ago, basically in the last place we lived, we had giant south-facing windows. Now our windows all mostly faced east or west. They don't get as pink as they did with the south-facing window. So that's why those are out here. They come inside at night. And then down here is the other lavender, just in this grow bag, which is also helping to hold down the rug that likes to blow up in the wind. So that is everything that I needed to find a place for. I'll keep you updated as all these grow in. Oh, also over here is just again where I'm kind of storing everything. So I think that is now everything for this video. And of course, now that I have plants out here, I'm really glad that I do. I think it'll be nice just to have something growing on this back deck as well. It doesn't take up a lot of space. Yes, I will have to remember to come out here and water every morning, but that should be simple enough for me to do. We shall see. But yeah, it is nice just to have things growing back here as well. I'm especially excited for the morning glory. Again, just the morning glory everywhere in my garden. And I also think that now I am done buying plants. That's probably a lie as I say it out of my mouth, but I have everything I need and want, so I think the only thing that I would necessarily buy now is if something that I really love dies, but fingers crossed that doesn't happen. So thank you so much for following along with me today, and I will see you in the next video.